Rini Espina article. Mga kapatid, familiar ba kayo sa article na ito? Sino ba si Rini Espina? Or Jesus Marino Rini Gantiongco Espina. He was a Filipino lawyer, legislator, and politician. He served as governor of the province of Cebu, Philippines, and as senator of the Republic of the Philippines. Ano kaya ang mga nilalaman nitong kanyang article na di umano'y pumapatungkol sa Marcos wealth? Mga kapatid, nais mo bang malaman? Halika at ating pag-uusapan. How strange for a man to know, in order to know how much he knows, but how little he knows.
777 4-star Kingdom of Mardiga presents.
So, mga kapatid, ano nga ba ang nilalaman nitong article na ginawa ng dating politician Rini Espina na di umano'y may kinalaman sa Marcos wealth? Halika kapatid at ating alamin. For the record of history, Sunday, former First Lady Imelda Marcos issued a statement that she was not afraid that if the presidential candidate of the Liberal Party wins, he would run after the Marcoses' ill-gotten wealth. She further said that Noynoy can do all he wants in pursuit of the elite's wealth. I am not afraid. I don't care. She expressed confidence that the would-be proof on the controversial Marcos fortune would be a futile exercise. Aquino had earlier vowed that he would initiate his own proof on the Marcos wealth if he is elected president. Imelda answered that Noynoy can do everything, but can he fight the truth? She further said that Noynoy can go after me, but if in the US I won the RICO case, how much more here? Aba mga kapatid, palaban pala ito si Ginang Imelda Romualdez Marcos. As a former Secretary General of the United Nationalist Democratic Organization or UNIDO, I am quite familiar with many details that remain unpublished. Aba mga kapatid, tahimik lang pala itong former Secretary ng UNIDO na si Ginoong Rini Espina, subalit napakarami niya palang mga nalalaman. Mga nakalihim na detalye na hindi pa naipahayag. At ano-ano naman kaya ang mga ito mga kapatid? Halika at ating itutuloy. So ito ang una mga kapatid. 1 is regarding the last effort of former President Ferdinand E. Marcos to create a foundation for the benefit of the Filipino people. So mga kapatid, kung ating uunawain mabuti, ang foundation na ito ay create pa lang o nilikha pa lang ng dating Pangulong Ferdinand E. Marcos. At kung ano man ang foundation na yun mga kapatid, mamaya lamang ay inyo rin malalaman, kaya pakaabangan natin mga kapatid. So magpapatuloy tayo. On February 2, 1989, before PFM died, he called through Imelda, BP or Vice President Doy Laurel, to see him in a Hawaiian hospital where the dying president was confined. He gave Doy Laurel a letter addressed to President Corazon Aquino proposing that 90% of all his assets worldwide would be given to a foundation and trust for the Filipino people. The Marcos family would only retain 10% of those assets. Aba mga kapatid, kahit 10% lamang yan, subalit napakalaki naman ang kanyang mga assets. Ito ay napakalaking halaga na rin mga kapatid. If memory serves, there would only be 3 members of the Board of Trustees. So dito mga kapatid, ating mababasa na mayroon lang palang 3 members ng Board of Trustees. At kapag nakumpleto yun mga kapatid, maaari nang mapakinabangan ang mga kayamanang yaon. So ano-ano ba ang mga yun? Ito ating basahin. Una, a representative of the Catholic Church to be appointed by the Vatican. Pangalawa, a board member to be appointed by the Philippine government. At ang pangatlo, a third board member representing the Marcos family. So ayun nga mga kapatid, yun yung tatlong members ng Board of Trustees. Well, para inyong maunawaan mga kapatid, makinig ng mabuti at aking ipaliwanag sa inyo isa-isa. So, ang una nga ay ang representative of Catholic Church to be appointed by the Vatican. So, sino nga ba ang inappoint ng Vatican? Well, anyway mga kapatid, makailang ulit na itong napunta rito sa Kingdom of Maharlika at siya pa nga ay nabasbasan na rin. Subalit mga kapatid, ito ay confidential for his safety. Hindi pwedeng pangalanan natin mga kapatid. Subalit magbibigay na lang ako sa inyo ng mga dokumento aking ipapakita na yun nga ang Vatican ay nakipagtulungan na nga rin. Okay? So ito mga kapatid ay ang sulat na mula sa Vatican.
These letters from Pope Benedictus and Pope Franciscus serve as clearance and authority that only 777 Morning Star Foundation Incorporated Kingdom of Maharlika is the catalyst for change. For all of those who don't know, it was written in the Bible that time has come to receive letters and greetings from Italia, and now it has happened. Not of Vatican. Alam niyo ba mga kapatid na nangyayari na ang mga nakasulat sa banal na Biblia? Alam niyo ba na ang Vatican ay nagpadala na ng sulat at pagpati sa 777 Morning Star Foundation Incorporated Kingdom of Maharlika bilang catalyst for change? At alam niyo ba na ito ay nakasulat sa banal na Biblia? Mga Hebreo 13:22, datapwat ipinamamanhi ko sa inyo, mga kapatid, na inyong pagtiisa ng salitang iniaral, sapagkat kayo ay sinulatan ko ng ilang salita. So ito na nga ang sulat na mula kay Pope Benedictus na ipinadala niya kay King R.P. Rodolfo Impalpalato. Isipin niyo mga kapatid, ang tinaguriang Vicar o ang kahalili umano ng ating Panginoong Hesukristo na Santo Papa ay nagpadala ng sulat at pagbati kay King Rodolfo Impalpalato ng 777 Morning Star Foundation Incorporated Kingdom of Maharlika bilang catalyst for change. Well, anyway, magpapatuloy tayo mga kapatid at ito ang isa pang sulat at pagbati mula kay Pope Franciscus. We formally and irrevocable state and confirm that 777 Morning Star Foundation Incorporated Kingdom of Maharlika is the catalyst redemption, including the 72 blessed chosen few Redeemer Code. So, ayun nga mga kapatid, ating natunghayan ang mga sulat at ang pagbati ng Vatican City in Rome, Italy. At basahin natin sa banal na Biblia. Mga Hebreo 13:24, batiin ninyo ang lahat ng mga namiminuno sa inyo at ang lahat ng mga banal. Kayo'y binabati ng nangasa Italia. Aba, bakit kaya sumunod ang mga Santo Papa sa nakasulat sa banal na Biblia? Well, anyway mga kapatid, kayo na ang bahalang umunawa.
So ayun na nga mga kapatid, ating nang narinig at nabasa ang sulat ng Vatican na sila nga ay nakipagtulungan na nga rin. At yun ang sinasabi na nila na ang Kingdom of Maharlika 777 Morning Star Foundation Incorporated with 72 blessed chosen few ay ang catalyst for change. Well, anyway mga kapatid, kaya nakarating ang sulat ng Vatican sa 777 Morning Star Foundation Incorporated Kingdom of Maharlika. Ito ay dahil sa kanilang representative. Subalit ang representative na yun mga kapatid ay hindi pwedeng pangalanan. Gaya ng aking nasabi, ito ay highly confidential. So ayun na mga kapatid ang unang member o Board of Trustees, ang representative ng Vatican. So ito naman ang pangalawa mga kapatid, a board member to be appointed by the Philippine government. So ito naman siya mga kapatid, ating pakinggan at unawain ng mabuti.
Republic of the Philippines, Office of the President, Malacanang, National Commission on Indigenous Peoples. Ad hoc Committee Memorandum Order Number 1. Pursuant to Memorandum Number P00043439, dated June 10, 2005, thereby creating an ad hoc committee to protect treasure hunting, investors and holders of precious metals, historical notes, and all others of value found within the Philippine territory. Whereas one of the reforms packages of the Arroyo administration is social justice and basic needs. Whereas one of the 5 anti-poverty measures for social justice is asset reform. Whereas asset reforms cover hidden treasures such as precious metals, historical notes, and others of value found within the Philippine territory. Whereas those precious metals include, but not limited to,
gold bars, diamonds, nickel buckets, platinum, and etc. And historical notes included, but not limited to, Wells Fargo, US dollars, Philippine victory notes, etc. Now therefore, I, Corazon Manzano Espino, by the power vested in me as chairman of Ad Hoc Committee, do hereby order. Section 1. Ad Hoc Committee will be composed of the undersigned as chairman, Isabelo P. Aban Jr., and Antonio D. Zibog, and Rodolfo M. Palpalato of 777 Morningstar Foundation Incorporated as members. Section 2. The Ad Hoc Committee shall have the following powers and duties to it. Number 1. To protect, encourage, and promote the fastest recovery of all hidden treasures above mentioned in the Philippines, notably in Mindanao. Number 2. To secure the safe transporting of all treasures recovered and as found by licensed treasure hunters, holders, finders, investors, and all persons involved in the lawful recovery of said treasure found and recovered. Number 3. To protect the lawful share of the government by virtue herein as required by law. Number 4. To recognize 777 Morningstar Foundation Incorporated as the sole implementer of the master plan programs for the progressive Philippines as embodied in the Certificate of Entitlement. Number 5. To require the assistance of the armed forces, national police, and local government units in the performance of its mandate. Section 3. This ad hoc committee order takes effect immediately. Manila, Philippines, dated June 17, 2005. Signed by Corazon M. Espino, Ad Hoc Committee Chairman. Well, so ayun mga kapatid, atin bang narinig, napanood, nabasa, at naunawaan ng mabuti kung ano ang nakapaloob dito sa NCIP, National Commission on Indigenous Peoples, patungkol sa Ad Hoc Committee Memorandum Order Number 1. Mabigat ito na order mga kapatid, alam ng mga mambabatas ito, sapagkat ito ay saklaw ng EPRA Law. Ito ang isa sa pinakamahalaga mga kapatid, yung number 4 section 2, to recognize 777 Morningstar Foundation Incorporated as the sole implementer of the master plan programs for the progressive Philippines as embodied in the Certificate of Entitlement. So ayun mga kapatid, naunawaan ba natin ito ng mabuti? Na dapat i-recognize ang 777 Morningstar Foundation Incorporated as the sole implementer of the master plan programs for the progressive Philippines as embodied in the Certificate of Entitlement. So nasaan ngayon ang Certificate of Entitlement mga kapatid at kanino nakapangalan? So ito mga kapatid, aking ipapakita sa inyo. Republic of the Philippines, Office of the President, Certificate of Entitlement 2, Rodolfo M. Palpalato. Ang Certificate of Entitlement na ito ay nakasulat sa metal certificate, naka-impose. Well, mga kapatid, pakibasa na rin at pakiunawa ng mabuti kung ano ang nakapaloob. Maraming salamat. So, ayun mga kapatid, sana maliwanag na sa lahat na kung sino ang nakapangalan sa Certificate of Entitlement ay i-recognize rin. At ito ay permado ng dating Pangulong Ferdinand Emmanuel Edrali Marcos at ng dating First Lady Imelda Romualdez Marcos. So ayun na nga mga kapatid, ating nang narinig at nabasa. Ang pangalawa, ito nga ay ang board member to be appointed by the Philippine government. So sa pamamagitan ng dating Ad Hoc Committee Chairwoman na si Madam Corazon Espino, nakasaad sa Ad Hoc Committee Memorandum Order Number 1, Section 2 Number 4, to recognize 777 Morningstar Foundation Incorporated as the sole implementer of the Master Plan Progress for the Progressive Philippines. So ayun na mga kapatid, akin ang natalakay sa inyo ang una at ang pangalawang members of the Board of Trustees. So ngayon ating itutuloy, ito naman ang pangatlo, a third board member representing the Marcos family. So dahil ang kayamanang ito ay hindi naman sulong pag-aari ng dating Presidenteng Marcos, para sa legal na aksyon, nararapat lamang na ang tatayong board member representing Marcos family ay ang kanyang lone surviving sibling noong mga panahong yaon. Halika mga kapatid at ating kilalanin siya at kung ano ang kanyang mga sinertify. Alpha and Omega, Kingdom of Maharlika, Office of the Supreme Dato, Number 26 Villa Francisca, San Roque, Alamino City, Pangasinan. Certification. To whom it may concern. I, Fortuna Marcos Barba, of legal age, Filipino, widow, and residing at number 1259 Calixto, Daiko, Paco, Manila, Philippines, hereby certify that number 1. I am the lone surviving sibling of former President Ferdinand E. Marcos, Republic of the Philippines. Number 2. I know personally Rodolfo Impalpalato, Chairman, Founder of 777 Morning Star Foundation Incorporation, Kingdom of Maharlika, number 26 Villa Francisca, San Roque, Alamino City, Pangasinan. Number 3. Most of the accounts are now in the position of Mr. Rodolfo Impalpalato as holder, signatory, and he is also the one unifying the other accounts holders to strengthen our position in working and coordinating with the depository bank concerned. Given this 11th day of May 2011 in Manila, Philippines, signed by Fortuna Marcos Barba. So ayan mga kapatid ang litrato nilang dalawa ni Madam Fortuna Marcos Barba at ni King RP. Ito ang mga panahon nung nag-certify si Madam Fortuna Marcos Barba sapagkat siya ang lone surviving sibling ng former President Ferdinand E. Marcos sapagkat ito ay hindi lang naman kayamanan ng sarili ng Presidente Marcos kundi kayamanan rin ng pamilya. Well, anyway mga kapatid, nakumpleto na ang 3 members of the Board of Trustees at napakaliwanag rito na iisang foundation lamang ang pinagkatiwalaan at siyang mamamahala. Kaya nga kung ating balikan ang last effort na ginawa ng ating former President Ferdinand E. Marcos is to create a foundation for the benefit of the Filipino people. So ito nga ang foundation na 777 Morning Star Foundation na siya ring mababasa natin sa Marcos My Fighting Faith. Republic of the Philippines, Office of the President, Malacanang Palace, Manila, Philippines, September 11, 1983. From Master of Masters to the Blessed Chosen Few, Leaders, Fathers, Elders. Brilliant Masterpiece, My Fighting Faith, My God and My Country. The Legacy of the Lost Cash and Gold, Brilliant Puzzle of the Wealth of the World. Well, anyway mga kapatid, napakahaba nito kung aking pang babasahin sapagkat ang hinahanap lang naman natin dito ay ang tungkol sa foundation. Well, bibigyan ko kayo ng idea kung nais nyong marinig at mabasa at maunawaan ang puzzle na ito mga kapatid. Search nyo sa Google o kaya sa YouTube, nakapalabas na ito mga kapatid. Search nyo lang yung My Fighting Faith by Mr. Marcos. Doon mga kapatid ay makikita nyo na. Maraming salamat. Well, anyway mga kapatid, ang dokumentong ito ay may 3 kopya. Ito ay ang page 1 of 3. And din ang kasunod ay ang page 2 of 3. My Fighting Faith, My God and My Country, The Legacy of the Lost Cash and Gold. So nakasulat nito, no reproduction, non-transferable, confidential, for official use only. Gaya ng aking nasabi kanina mga kapatid, ang hinahanap lamang natin dito ay ang pangalan ng foundation na ay pinaglalaban ng dating Pangulong Ferdinand E. Marcos. So andito na tayo sa panghuling dokumento, My Fighting Faith, My God and My Country, The Legacy of the Lost Cash and Gold. Ayun, akin ang nakita mga kapatid. Pakinggan ng mabuti at aking babasahin. Finally, 777 Morning Star will keep shining and serve as the rallying point of hope, redemption, and until finally the birth of the New Jerusalem as the fulfillment of the God's divine plan, which usher in perpetual peace, harmony, brotherhood, unity, and abundant life for all that shall prevail. And the sacrifices of precious lives and sacred blood of our forebears, heroes and statesmen shall not be doomed to oblation. So ayun na nga mga kapatid, ating narinig at nabasa ng napakaliwanag
na ang 777 Morning Star will keep shining and serve as the rallying point of hope, redemption, and until finally the birth of the New Jerusalem. Anyway, para mas lalo pang inyong maunawaan, magpapatuloy tayo mga kapatid. So ayun, akin nang nakikita ang pangalan ng foundation. Ito mga kapatid, the name of the 777 Morning Star Foundation Incorporated, most especially to the helmsman. Alam niyo ba mga kapatid kung sino itong helmsman? Ito po ay walang iba kundi ang Master of Masters, si King RP Rodolfo M. Palpalatok. So ayun mga kapatid, akin na nabigyan diin na walang ibang foundation kundi 777 Morning Star Foundation lamang. Yan ang ipinaglalaban ng ating dating Pangulong Ferdinand E. Marcos at wala nang ibang foundation. Nasa inyo na kung ayaw nyo pang maniwala, nakita nyo na nga at nabasa. Well, anyway mga kapatid, ang dokumentong ito ay pirmado ng ating dating Pangulong Ferdinand E. Marcos. Note, insured Lloyd's of London Insurance Company. Wow ha! Well, anyway, mukhang napahaba ang aking presentation mga kapatid. Magpapatuloy na po tayo. At that time, the late Don Enrique Sobel's name was mentioned. I do not go further since the best evidence is the letter itself of PFM addressed to PCA. Note mga kapatid, ang PFM ito ay Pangulong Ferdinand E. Marcos at ang PCA ito ay ang Pangulong Corazon Aquino. Unfortunately, the messenger of that letter of PFM, that is Vice President Doy Laurel, was never able or allowed to see the President in Malacanang, and obviously nothing came out of it because it was rejected by the President herself and or her advisors. Kita nyo mga kapatid, nereject ng dating Pangulong Corazon Aquino ang letter na dala-dala ng Vice President Doy Laurel. Sinayang niya mga kapatid ang pagkakataon at ang napakagandang kinabukasan sana ng mga Pilipino. Anong masasabi niyo roon mga kapatid? Kaya naman siguro ang dating Vice President Doy Laurel ay nagtampo. Kung ating ang mababasa sa ibang mga article, ito ngang si Vice President Doy Laurel ay nag-resign sa administration ng dating Pangulong Corazon Aquino. Maaaring isa na rin ito sa mga dahilan or may iba pa. Anyway mga kapatid, pansamantala ay aking puputulin ang content ito sapagkat napakahaba na. At sa parto nito mga kapatid ay ating mababasa kung ano ang nilalaman ng sulat ng dating Pangulong Ferdinand E. Marcos para kay dating Vice President Doy Laurel na siyang ipaparating kay dating Pangulong Corazon Aquino. Well anyway mga kapatid, kung nais niyong malaman, pakaabangan. Maraming salamat. God bless. Bye-bye.